Hi, I'm Chris with Future Music. We're here on the Arturia stand to take a look at the new Spark LE and MINILAB. I've got Michael here who's going to take us through some of the features and show off some of the sounds. Hand you over to Michael.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Mike from Arturia, and I'm here with Arturia. I'm showing you the Sparkle controller here, and this is a much smaller controller. It's kind of the baby brother to Spark, but there's really nothing baby brother about it. It comes with the full version of Spark, so you don't lose any features in the software. It's the full version that you get with our other Spark. So it comes with the 3 sound engines, the sample, physical modeling, and virtual analog engine. There's 3 ways to record notes. You can step sequence like a TR style drum machine, or you can play them in. You can copy patterns, paste them over, and then add another part to it. Once you get something that you like, you can. There's a bunch of different real-time performance effects that you can do. Ton of different filters you can put on individual pads or globally if you want. You've got 3 parameters over here for assigning to anything you want, from cutoff, tuning, volume, your aux sends. And over here we've got our select button that allows you to select any pad, and you can turn on tune mode, which allows you to use these step buttons as kind of like a chromatic keyboard to play in melodies. Over here, this encoder here allows you to change kits, change projects, and change instruments per pad. So everything can be done from the controller. You rarely have to touch the laptop. You can navigate the entire software from the surface of the controller here. You got 2 banks of 8 pads, mute and solo buttons for mixing that way, like a mixing board if you prefer mixing like that.
And this is custom software specifically for Sparkle.
No, this is the exact same software that ships with the other Spark unit. It's just that when you connect this controller, it defaults to this UI. But if I wanted to, I could just go up here, and you can see here that I've also got that view as well. So moving over, this is the MINILAB. This ships with the Analog Lab software, which is a new version of Analog Lab. It's got over 5,000 sounds, the best of the V collection. And you can actually combine presets now, so you can make new, really cool, some of the best results come from just experimenting and randomly grabbing a preset and stacking it on top of another one. This is a 25-key bus-powered controller. It has 16 endless rotary encoders and 8 pads. You have 2 banks of pads, and the pads also act as preset selectors, so you can create up to 8 presets, and you can select MIDI channels from the key bed here too. So if you've got, say you're using this with Ableton Live and you've got maybe 5 or 6 synths open and you've got them all on different MIDI channels, you can quickly select a MIDI channel just by holding Shift and hitting this key here, which would be MIDI channel 7. There's a foot jack on the side. You've got your pitch and mod touch strips, which can either latch to the last position that you touched, or they can snap back down to their default value. And all these controls here map right out the box to the software. So you don't have to do any MIDI learning or anything. You install it and it just automatically starts mapping to these controllers. You can set them up to be any parameter you want, but they sort of they default per preset to the best or the most ideal parameters. So if it's a real squelchy synth, it's probably going to have your cutoff and envelopes and resonance and things like that. If it's a percussive instrument, it'll probably have a lot of envelope parameters that you can control from here. So shipping springtime, this is $249, and this is $99.